All my life, I've kept my interest in crossdressing private. At 5 feet 6 inches, I used to pass fairly well when I was younger, though I never went out dressed. I've always had a strong appreciation for feminine clothing, panties, girdles, pantyhose, and heels, so I would often underdress when I felt I could get away with it. Recently, I bought several pairs of pin-up panties by Rhonda Shear, which are available on QVC and online. I've always preferred tighter clothing, and I was really excited to try them on. A couple of months ago, I decided to wear a new pink pair of panties to the gym under my shorts. I was feeling playful, and the idea of wearing something feminine while being around others made the experience more exciting. It was a Thursday evening, so I expected the gym to be crowded as people worked out before the weekend. I enjoyed the feeling of my tight panties and how they fit, giving me a sense of confidence. After completing my usual workout, 30 minutes on the bike, 20 minutes on the treadmill, and some light weight lifting, I was drenched in sweat. Seeing everyone around me, especially the other men, added to the heat of the moment. I made my way to the locker room, hoping to change into my jeans in private. I checked to make sure no one was around and slipped out of my shorts, revealing the bright pink pin-up panties. I was so taken with the look that I stood there for a few seconds. This is when I made a mistake. Around the corner came Ethan, a guy I had seen at the gym before but never really spoken to. He caught sight of me as I was putting my jeans on and noticed my panties. I turned bright red with embarrassment, muttering a shy "Hi, Ethan," barely audible. He paused for a moment and then looked at me in silence. I knew he could tell how uncomfortable I was. Finally, he said, "Cute panties." I was mortified. I managed to mutter, "Thanks," and bent down quickly to put my shoes on, hoping you would just leave. But he didn't. He continued to stand at his locker, blocking the only way out. "It's okay," he said casually. "Some guys like to wear pretty things. I think it's cute." His words took me by surprise. This confident, alpha-type guy was actually complimenting me on my panties. What was happening? I replied, "I'm sorry you had to see that. It's kind of a secret of mine." "Don't worry," he said. "I won't tell a soul." He continued looking me over, and I realized he didn't seem uncomfortable at all. Ethan continued to block the aisle, making it clear he was curious to know more. He started asking personal questions like, "When did you start dressing this way?" and "What's your favorite piece of clothing to wear?" I responded quickly, "I really need to go, I'm running late." Ethan apologized and stepped aside as I walked past. He then said, "I hope to see you here next Thursday night." I hurried out of the locker room, through the gym, and to my car. As I sat in my car, my heart raced, and sweat dripped down my face as I tried to gather my thoughts. How had this happened? A stranger knew my secret now. But as I calmed down, the embarrassment shifted to excitement. I couldn't wait to get home and relax. I drove home quickly, music blasting in my car, feeling a new energy. Once home, I rushed to my room and took out a new pair of panties I had been saving. This time, I felt a strong pull to wear them, as if it was the right thing to do. I slipped into the new pair and went about my day. For the next week, I made a conscious effort to wear only feminine clothing, even though at times I didn't feel like it. I did this not just out of curiosity, but because it felt empowering. Thursday came around again, and I was excited to return to the gym. I arrived around 6, and as usual, it was packed. However, I didn't see Ethan right away. This time, I wore jeans to the gym so I could change into my gym clothes in the locker room, where I could discreetly expose my undergarments. As I hurried to change, Ethan appeared. "I was hoping you'd show up," he said with a smile. I replied, "Yeah, it's my workout night." Ethan asked with interest, "Can I see your panties again? What color are they this time?" I chuckled and smiled back, saying, "They're red this time," as I pulled up my jeans just enough to give him a quick peek. Ethan nodded, clearly impressed, and said, "Very nice." We worked out together, and I found myself enjoying his company more than I expected. His strong personality and sense of humor were engaging, and I realized I felt a bit of a connection. After our workout, we went back to the locker room. As I removed my shorts, I caught a glimpse of Ethan watching. I could tell he appreciated what he saw. After we both got dressed, Ethan asked for my phone number so we could grab a beer sometime. He added me to his contacts and took a step closer. To my surprise, he leaned in and gave me a quick kiss on the cheek. I blushed deeply and was momentarily speechless, but managed to ask, "Why did you do that?" He quickly apologized, explaining that it just felt right to him. I grabbed my things and left without saying anything else. On the drive home, my mind was racing. I couldn't stop thinking about the kiss. I rushed inside and once again found myself lost in my thoughts, replaying the moment over and over again in my head. His attention had sparked something inside me, and I couldn't wait for Thursday to come. Around 11 p.m., my phone buzzed with a message from a number I didn't recognize. It was Ethan. He apologized for the kiss, saying he had been caught up in the excitement. I responded, telling him that I actually liked it and would love to kiss him again sometime. We spent the next hour texting, discussing everything from our feelings to past experiences. I admitted to him that I had never kissed a guy before, and he reassured me that he'd take things slow. After our conversation ended, I felt a sense of calm and happiness wash over me, and eventually drifted off to sleep, content with how everything had played out. If you appreciated this story and wish to show your support, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to my channel.